Hi everyone, so I am 33 weeks pregnant plus 6 days, so tomorrow 34 weeks, and so the waddle is getting real this week. I'm so glad of my support band, and when I do not have it on I really feel it. I had a day of meetings in Liverpool city centre yesterday and forgot to bring it, and it was pretty excruciating. I just really needed a wee the entire time, but something that kind of sprung to mind last week was the realization that I'm no longer relieved to get through the day without bleeding. So that was just like an awful anxiety for so many months, and then it just went away and I forgot that I had that worry. So it's just been lovely to not have to worry about bleeding every single day, and now I'm just like worried about getting to the end. Like that is the truth. So last week I told you about the fact that I'd been to the hospital, and that there was increased pressure in the cord. So I'll just update you on that. First of all, I had to go back in on Friday for another scan and monitoring again, because the pressure through the cord was elevated again. So they did another 3 checks, and they weren't very happy with it. So we've got put in a monitor. So all's fine with the monitor, with the heart rate, and the placenta and fluid all look healthy. So I'm taking that as, you know, a good thing. And if they were more concerned, then I would have been referred on for something more of an emergency. And I also had another glucose tolerance test while I was in, so it was really handy to have that all done at the same time, and I haven't heard from the hospital, so I'm hoping that means that it's all okay. So I have my growth scan in the morning that was already scheduled, and I'm hoping that there will be some kind of news about seeing the specialist consultant who I've been referred to for this cord issue. So they deal specifically with cord pressure issues and reduced growth in babies, so I don't have the reduced growth problem. In fact, it's just nice to see my belly like becoming more pregnant looking, and I feel like the waistband, kind of the waistline area, is now rounded out, which is nice to just feel a wee bit more like roundy bumpy. But yeah, the baby was down, all tucked in with his wee head and its chin, both hands clinging onto the cord on Friday's scan. So we'll see what happens in tomorrow's, and the husband's going to come with me in the morning as well, because he's working from home and he just wants to get there and see the scan. So last week we went down to London to stay with a friend and her husband and 6-week-old babies. She was 6 weeks when we were there, and they're 21-month-old, and it was brilliant. It was like a brilliant learning experience for my husband, because he hasn't got very much experience with newborns, and I think it was a great eye-opener about just being the chilled, laid-back parents that we want to be. And you know, he's come away with a massive shopping list of things that he wants, even though he said we're going to wait and see what we need as we need it. And then today we've gone into Mama's and Papa's and had our good long appointment, and come away knowing exactly what car seat we want, and just more inspiration. And yeah, that was very, very, very productive. And then on Thursday we had our breastfeeding session for NCT, and that was all online. And that was a good learn for both of us. I'm really glad that we did that. And it was interesting to know about the tongue tie, to look out for a heart-shaped tongue, which doesn't stick out so much. So I think tongue ties have been quite common in my family. So it's just something I want to be mindful of, because I know it can be quite stressful. Yeah, I'm just trying to get as much work done as I possibly can. I'm a self-employed celebrant, and it's all about the writing, the meetings, the relationships with people. So I'm going to have to get to a point with the end of life ceremonies that I'm going to have to just say, no, I can't take on anymore, because I just want to get all the weddings and naming ceremonies perfected and written so that I can relax. And then I've also got this worry that I'm going to go in tomorrow or find out in the next few days that I need to have the baby taken early. just to make sure that it's all healthy with what's going on with the cord. So I don't want to be risking taking on any more than I need to. So stupidly being doctor Googling what the time scale might be if they do recommend a cesarean section in the next sooner rather than later phase. I did get a wee bit worried that I was having early signs of labour because I had pretty bad belly on Saturday evening, Saturday night, but it seems to have dissipated. So yeah, 33 weeks, 34 tomorrow. I've got my next growth scan tomorrow, and generally feeling good. It's just that, like, trying to keep calm, you know, relieving myself of any worries about this cord pressure and reassuring myself that it would have been treated as more of an emergency if it was one. So I will update at 34 weeks, hopefully with some good news. Thank you for listening.